It's Tim Sheehan. I'm project manager for the Chronic Homeless Substance Abuse Treatment Project within the Department of Behavioral Health, a name that's very soon to change based on a contest that we're doing where we are doing, the clients are coming up with a more recovery-oriented, strength-based title for our project. Yeah. So you just went to Miracles of Progress 2, which is one of 6 chronic homeless substance abuse treatment programs in the city of Philadelphia, designed specifically and tailored specifically to service street homeless population. You got some great information. Some of the guys shared their stories. Some of the things that are radically different about this project for us here. If you relapse in the program, you're not discharged. If you leave against facility advice or AWOL, you're allowed to come back to the program. As a matter of fact, if you leave, we contact our street outreach teams and they actually try to engage you on the street and encourage you to come back into our program. Traditional treatment in Philadelphia, drug and alcohol treatment, is oftentimes 14 to 28 days. This project here is 6 months to a year with the hope and the intent that you obtain permanent housing on the back end. We have partners in the community of Philadelphia, one of which is the Philadelphia Housing Authority, and if you graduate or complete our project, you move on to permanent housing when you leave. Our project continues to support you and track you and work with you for up to a year if you leave the program. You have a case manager. You're welcome at any time to come back into our sites, alumni groups. We have alumni nights, but people are encouraged to come back to the programs. I think some of what you heard is how we really changed our entire culture of these programs to work with the culture of homelessness. So when they come in, the staff works to get all their basic needs met, be it food, clothing, shelter, medical needs are addressed. Some of the things that they need to do initially are help them get ID. In Philadelphia, that's a challenge because you need ID to get ID. So they're really savvy at getting a birth certificate, getting a social security card, to then get a driver's license, to then be able to get medical benefits, to then be able to move on and get a lot of the things that you need to get. We didn't know how much that component of this project meant to the folks that we serve, but when you talk to some of our alumni and some of our graduates, they pull out their ID and they say, you know, I feel like a person again. I have ID. I can go into a store. I keep my head high. There's so many little things about helping people come from street homelessness and having nothing to really getting clean and sober and getting a place to eat and drink and get themselves feeling better and healthy. So many little details to that are kind of like you saw some of those examples in your visit here and are really exemplified in the other programs. Highly individualized treatment, menu service. There's a menu of groups and educational seminars and activities, and you choose what you want to work on. We often say it's a low structure, but you'll talk to some of the guys. You'll talk to one person and he'll say it's a low structure and not a lot of rules, and he loves that. And you'll talk to the person right next to him and he'll say that there's a lot of structure and he needed that. And that's because it's really individualized. We come into it with a philosophy that it's going to be low demand, low structure. But if you come in and you tell us that you need structure and that's what helps you in your recovery, we'll build structure around your day and around your recovery plan. You write your own recovery plan. As you heard upstairs, they talked about the fact that the team comes together and encourages you to talk about what you want to work on, what your goals are, what it is that you want to see happen for yourself. We at no point dictate what they need to work on. Even when it comes to NA and AA meetings and things of that nature, things that are traditionally almost forced upon someone in treatment, you choose to work on what you want to work on. And in that sense, the real important intervention in this project is engagement. It's about keeping the relationship between staff and the individuals coming in from the street and allowing them to, and encouraging them to stay here and hoping that eventually the process of recovery will be something that they're interested in and that they partake in.
Thanks very much, Tim.